Hello. Welcome everyone. My name is Sue. This is Chat to Sue, parents channel where we talk about stuff that we need to talk about. Yes, just a disclaimer that this is heavy stuff, and if you feel triggered in any way, please seek help. I have put all the necessary places here in South Africa. Some of them are free, some you need to pay, where you can get help regarding counseling, right? In today's topic, we're going to talk about narcissistic parents. On my previous video, I did explain a little bit about what a narcissist is. I'm going to put again a few of the videos that really interprets that, right? So I received a whole lot of messages and people were saying, oh my gosh, this is so sad, but you need to respect your dad since he's passed and all that. Yeah, so I just want to address this, right? Believe me, my dad abusing us was a public knowledge. Everybody knew about it. Every Friday they'll know that in that house there's gonna be something happening, right? And for me to get to a place where I'm at now is because I went through years and years of counseling to relieve all this drama that was at my house, and the support of my mom, and and also just to sit down and have conversations with her, like deep conversations of what exactly lured you to this person who will treat you like that, right? And unfortunately, this is the reason why I'm saying, let's talk about stuff that we need to talk about, because generational trauma, if it's not healed, it creates chaos, right? My dad passed on just right after my mom did, right? And it was very sad because I had to go bury him. The very person that was told, you're not my child, why are you here? Right? Was burying him. Right? The wife that she went around with and stayed with for 10 years told me, Mina, I have no money to bury your dad. So you better make a plan. And I did. So my point is, it wasn't it wasn't like a private thing. And I think this is the problem, where we hide things under the carpet. We don't talk about things. When we have issues, oh, what will people say? And so we don't talk about that, right? And then the next generation gets that drama that you left, the parents left without healing it. They get the drama, right? And then the drama gets passed on, right? So for me, I feel, no matter how difficult it is necessary to heal these traumas. So I've got a few two videos. One is from Dr. Ramani. Thank you so much for your videos. I mean, they're really incredible. Guys, you need to follow Dr. Ramani. You need to really follow her and understand, because some of the things that I didn't understand then about my dad, I kind of like see them now. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh, okay. This is what happened. This is what happened to him, and this is what happened to him. That's why he carried all that drama with him everywhere he goes. Oh yeah, by the way, if that is not healed, everywhere you go, that drama follows you. So yeah, let's hear what the videos are saying and take note, right? And take note. I still repeat again, please sit down with your children, with your family, with your parents. Those ones who are still lucky and still have parents, sit down with them and understand where they're coming from. And if you feel there's trauma there, find help. Get help for yourself, right? You don't need to bring the whole army of people to get help. with a psychologist or a psychiatrist or whoever. You can actually go by yourself and say, I choose to heal myself, and therefore the generation that's going to follow me will be healed. But let's find out what's going on.
Let's talk about it in terms of sort of the key kinds of pillars, if you will. It's a person who lacks empathy, who's really entitled, meaning that they expect special treatment to be given to them, but nobody else. They're very grandiose. They harbor huge fantasies. They only want to affiliate with people they think are as cool or as interesting as they are. They're very superficial. They're very concerned about their appearance, the appearance of people around them. I always think of them as beautiful facades with not a lot behind them. They don't regulate their emotions very well. They're very prone to throwing tantrums, getting angry very quickly, especially if they don't get their way. And they can be really hypersensitive to criticism. They're willing to dole it out, but they absolutely can't take it. So those are some of the key elements we see in a person who's narcissistic.
Parents can be some of the most influential people in one's life. However, it's a whole new ballgame if one or both of your parents happen to be narcissistic. Because then it's all about the narcissist. Instead of teaching you, it's more like forcing their beliefs on you. And when you don't agree, they may belittle you, causing you to believe pretty awfully untrue things about yourself. Let's chat about 7 beliefs that you may have if you were raised by narcissistic parents. Number 1, I'm not good enough. In 2018, a study on narcissistic parenting was conducted with 198 participants. Of those 198, 106 believed one or both of their parents to be narcissistic. Also, these 106 participants had significantly higher scores relating to depression and lower scores related to self-esteem than the other 92 participants. What does this mean for you? Narcissism in parents can lead to children displaying signs of depression or depression paired with low self-esteem. So it is possible that such diagnoses can be the result of narcissistic parenting. Number 2. If I don't have your approval, I'm wrong. With a narcissist, whatever they do and however they do it is the correct and best way to do that thing. If Ariel were a narcissist parent, she'd insist everyone who brushes their hair with anything but a dingle hopper is wrong. When a parent is narcissistic and they see you doing, saying, or even believing something different than they do, kind of like with boundaries, the narcissist will do or say anything to get you to abandon your way of doing things. The narcissist likes to make you into almost an extension of them, no separation. So when you're just using alternative ways of doing or living, to them, you're telling them they're wrong. A narcissist can't handle this made-up feeling of rejection, so they place that wrongness on you. Number 3, I am everyone's caretaker. When a parent is narcissistic, it's their world. We're just lucky to live in it. That need to be the center of attention reverses the typical parent-child role. This results in the child becoming a caretaker and tending to the parent and their emotions like a parent should. Author and PhD Marjalis Fjellstad states in her book, Stop Caretaking the Borderline or Narcissist, How to End the Drama and Get On With Life, that you may recognize this person in your friend group as the mom or dad of the group. They're driven by the belief that they need to care for everyone around and make everything okay. This can be the result of a narcissistic parent ignoring you and tending to themselves or forcing you to parent them. Number 4, I need to be more than I am. A narcissistic parent puts value on you for what you do rather than who you are. They may praise you and how you get all A's in class to other parents. But when you look closely, they're not saying how proud they are of your intelligence. They're saying they're proud of you for performing well and making them look good. This belief that you're only good when doing or accomplishing is ingrained in the child early on. So as you grow older, this belief that you're valued only for your accomplishments turns into perfectionism. This can lead to an unhealthy attachment style in future romantic relationships. But the truth is, you're not loved for what you do. You're loved for who you are. Number 5, my priorities make me selfish. Everyone else is more important than yourself, period. This is what a narcissistic parent makes a child believe in. They don't allow for boundaries to be established. Boundaries are important and they're healthy. However, if they do not benefit the narcissistic parent, they will do whatever they can to either get you to drop that boundary or they might ignore it altogether. Fjellstad makes a point in her book that narcissistic parents view their children as an extension of themselves. A boundary or personal priority forces the parent to see that you're 2 different people. To get you to drop the boundary, the narcissistic parent may label you as selfish, rude, or even ask you how you could do that to them. They might even throw in the ever popular, "but I raised you." If you're taking care of personal needs, those come first. You can't pour from an empty cup. Number 6, my emotions make me dramatic. Have you ever stood up to a narcissistic parent? I know someone who did. We'll call them Casey. When Casey let their parents know how hurt and abused they felt, their parents didn't quite agree. Casey was told they were dramatic and that they weren't perfect either. Their parents refused to acknowledge that they ever treated Casey poorly. They even accused Casey of making things up for attention. Casey knew this wasn't the truth and knew they had to go no contact. Sure, they may ground you every now and then, but there's a difference between parenting and emotional abuse. This is, again, your parents' feelings of rejection coming up and them not being able to cope with it. If you speak up and aren't being listened to, more likely dismissed, this could be a sign of a narcissistic parent. And number 7, I don't have anything to contribute. You and your parents are talking about the new restaurant you all want to go to, and you begin raving about how good your meal was. What would a narcissistic parent do? If they don't agree, they may tell you that your palate is awful or you don't know food. They're quick to negate and oppose anything you might be saying by making you question your own self. Whether you're talking about contributing to a cause, a conversation, a group project, or a romantic relationship, the narcissist needs to always be the best. The number 1, the head honcho. It can be about any topic, but if the narcissist feels undermined or intimidated by you, they'll make you feel like you have nothing of value to add to any situation you're in, which isn't true at all. Remember, when a negative thought pops up, ask yourself, whose words are these? Are they mine or my parents'? Having narcissistic parents can really take a toll on you, especially in adulthood. The earlier you notice the signs, the quicker you can begin your healing journey. Take it from someone who is literally living this healing journey right now. It is possible to get to a better place. It may mean something different for everyone, but it is possible. Thank you for watching. As always, keep an eye on Psy for more Psych2Go content. Need more information on narcissism? Check out 5 signs of narcissistic abuse.
There you are, parents. Yeah, you heard about what narcissistic is and what parents that are narcissistic do to their kids. It's very damaging, right? It's very damaging, especially when your emotions are not being acknowledged or taken care of. There's dads and fathers. I feel that my father was a father, right? A dad sits in the rain during soccer practice or ballet dance or whatnot, right? A dad hugs the child and comfort them when they're sick. They don't run away and say, okay, mom will have to deal with this. Mina, I'm not here, right? Dads walk the journey with the child and hold the child's hand. A dad comfort, because remember, a child, especially a girl child, looks at the dad and say, one day I'm gonna marry somebody like my dad, because that's the only male that they see or they learn from, right? And the boy child learns stuff from the mom. So if both parents are just doing their own things and they don't acknowledge the children's feelings and they just say random things that are hurtful, right? It's very painful to a child and confusing. They sit there and like, okay, what's going on here? Why are my parents so hurtful towards me? So let's do better. Now we know better. Let us do better, and let's take this journey of healing and heal ourselves. I'm sending you so much love and so much healing. Let's talk. Let's find healing. Let's find help if we need to do that. I love you so much. I will see you to the next video. Bye.